Broadcast. Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Thursday, May 31st. The end of the month. 2012, 4 p.m. Eastern. What a day. Holy crap, what a day. Wow. Look at the S&P is breaking my channel line here. Big time. We told you 1305 would be taken out. Hello. And then exploded. On my new term. I've got a new terminology. I can't wait to someone to steal it. GQE3. GQE1, really. GQE. Global quantitative easing. It's pretty much already happening, obviously. German bond yields collapsing. 0%. Unbelievable. Some sort of global, Geithner-manipulated quantitative easing. But now the rally, I must say, I have to say, and hopefully you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, really. Twitter is my main, you want to know what's going on with my market calls. You freebies want the most of what I got. It's going to be on Twitter. Frack Facebook. Yes, I still like it. Facebook. Facebook bottom, by the way. I think it's a long. But Twitter, I just love, even though I hate my BlackBerry now, but I love the app. It's so easy. So when I saw Doug Cass, who I love shouting out, I just love shouting this DK, don't know. He's a DK, Doug Cass. When I saw his saying, housekeeping measure, I'm taking the loss in the FAS, the financial 3 times whatever, financial services index. I'm like, that's it. And thank goodness for the trading app on my phone too. And the extra battery power. But whatever. So, the most gorgeous day in New York. Hiking in the woods with my dog. Just an amazing day. And I see that. I don't, of course, I'm still following stuff. Come on. And I see Doug Cass post. Housekeeping measure. This chicken shit. And yeah, you're a fucking chicken shit. Sorry. To finally capitulate and say, after he's getting killed, I mean, the guy bought J.P. Morgan on the first down day at 38.20, right? Long J.C. Penney into the disaster. And he finally capitulates on just one, on FAS. I'm like, this smells. This really smells. This is probably the bottom. And sure enough, look at the doji. Look at that fat, skinny doji. I am calling this the Doug Cass bottom. The reverse capitulation bottom. If I was trading on his desk and I heard that, I'd be like, buy everything. That was it. The vulture trade. He finally capitulated and stepped up and was a man after being a big wet rag, not owning up. His long bias into the last week and a half. What? Right? And he disappeared last week. Whatever. His drive from Florida to New York. I mean, I know some of you don't understand what I'm talking about, but it's hilarious. This guy's on CNBC all the time. They bring him on all the time. He runs a fund, and he's so cocky and so confident, and he just bailed on all his 38,000 followers. After being long into the disaster du jours, he was long every one of them. So when you see a vulture trade, and this goes back to my trading days on desks, on prop desks, and, when you see a guy, and it happened to me too, when you see a guy finally capitulate, you're like, that's it. That's the bottom. So, after taking a lot of pain, and we know, TLT, 10-year, Treasury yields. This guy's so underwater, it's not even funny. I can't even believe his fund. People aren't redeeming like crazy. Okay, let's get back to I'm sorry. I'm just in a very good mood because you know what? It's rare that I vulture someone else. And today was one of those days where I'm like, forget it. Out. Gone. This guy's finally capitulating after 2 weeks of pain. That's it. So, anyway, hopefully, again, check my tweet. Voice of Forex on Twitter. 2 F's of Forex. Follow me. So we look at this S&P chart. We got lots of data coming out tomorrow. Big time. We got China data coming out tonight. Listen, we might go lower, but I think the bottom's in. I just think, again, my new terminology, GQE. GQE. Doesn't it sound better than QE? GQ. Pretty boy. Pretty boy. GQE. Global quantitative easing. I feel it. I freaking feel it. So, we had numbers that came out, obviously, today. A ton, a litany. And I got to tell you, they sucked wind. They were so piss poor. ADP, 133 in the United States. CPI out of Eurozone, 2.4 coming in. German unemployment, not good. At a fat donut. Building approvals in Australia, collapsing. Business confidence in New Zealand, melting down. 27.1. Previous was 35.8. Not good. The world is on the precipice, and the central bankers know it. And that's why we're going to get the mother load of bad numbers tomorrow. Under 100,000. Absolutely. I'll take any bets. Email me. Let's do it. I want odds. Under 100,000. Disgusting number. 383,000 unemployment claims? Are you kidding me? I know I haven't changed the charts, and I'm ranting a little bit. But if you elect this president again, you're going to get more of the same. And let me tell you something. I still love crude, by the way. Short. Remember, this is my last for the week. I'm tempted to do one tomorrow because you didn't get one Sunday and Monday. You know, you freebies. Crude's still going 80. Demand destruction. But I think you really want to go short into the weekend. I've been burned doing that before on LTRO. But I'm telling you, Syria. Go to debka.com. Check out the story. What the frack is going on? Check it out. There is bad problems. Bad. Really bad. How about, but by the way, before I do that, Chicago PMI, 52.7 melt down. Crude inventories continue to collapse. Explode, I mean. Demand destruction. Now, we got a lot of numbers coming out tonight, so we'll talk about that. But oil, going lower. And this gold move, I got to tell you, this gold move, GQE. I love the sound of it. GQE. Gold could have found a bottom. I mean, really look at these wicks. Gold looks gorgeous. Syria. They have so much chemical and biological weapons. Anthrax. People. No joke. And the forces that have been securing these bunkers, holding them between Homs and some of the other one, I forget the story. But they're now depleting those forces. I think one of his sons who guards them. They're having to now fight the civil war. Can you imagine Al-Qaeda getting a barrel of anthrax? Apparently only one barrel, one of these big drums, like crude, could kill 1 million people if dispersed properly. Obama's so concerned about it, he's begging Putin. He's willing to even let 5,000 Russian UN troops secure them. It's a big problem. Big problem. If Russia doesn't go along with this and Syria starts to go down, there's going to be such a mad dash for these WMDs. And remember, listen, I believe Syria has Saddam Hussein's WMDs somewhere. Wouldn't that be interesting? Maybe that's a reason why the Russians and Iranians don't want, and maybe even Obama doesn't want U.S. troops on the ground in Syria. Maybe we might find Saddam Hussein's WMDs. Hello. Can you imagine? Obama would lose in a landslide. All the Bush cronies would come out to vote. Just a thought. Because I do believe there were WMDs in Iraq. 100%. They just outfoxed Bush. They outfoxed them. They were there. You gave them 6 months to get rid of them. Hello. And if you don't think satellite, you can get around it with tarps and stuff, come on. Not the tarp, financial tarp, but shielding tarps. So we look at that gold chart. Looks pretty good. I'm going to leave this rant on. I like this so far. There's a lot of stuff going on. But you know what? The people in the know they must do something. We are on the precipice again. Every time we get to this precipice, what happens? Guiding it to the rescue. And tomorrow's number is going to suck so bad that it's going to be obvious we need help. The globe, the world, maybe even China. Look at that. That is a cross. Dollar index. That doesn't look very good. That's toppy. Overbought. Ready for a meltdown. Something's going to happen in the next 24 hours that's going to save the freaking day. Now, who knows? Maybe we spike up and then come back down. If I'm right about the number, it's going to be so disgusting. Future's going to tank. But maybe the dollar won't because the U.S. economy isn't doing as great. So maybe it's not the best safe haven. Right? China. Always got to check with China. Manufacturing PMI tonight, 52.1. HSBC final. Previous was 48.7. Holy crap. So get ready for some definitely wild swings. Wild. Make sure you have a lot of margin. Don't over leverage until after the dust settles. Dollar yen, I'm making the call. Intervention tomorrow. I'm making the call. Can you believe it? I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Ask any of my members. This is it. You took out the Fibonacci freaks. Right? We're well under it. That's it. Under. I don't think it breaks 77.50. I think there might be intervention. I really do. I think there could be intervention. But you look at this dollar yen. It looks terrible. And we're probably going lower. But I think we reverse tomorrow. Enough is enough. BOJ is not going to stand for this. UBS, which I respect a lot, this guy who covers the yen. And UBS is great in currencies. 78, intervention. Well, guess what? We collapse after a horrible number, a disgusting number. And then, oh, baby. Yen was very good to us today. Thank you, sir. May I have another? You kidding? Loonie yen? Oh, should I do it? I'm telling you, Doug Cass. Look, all these yens. I was able to get out the lows on Doug Cass's capitulation. Oh, baby. I really thought I was playing Cotton Eye Joe tonight. But when I saw that, you know what? Probably not going to happen. Look at that Loonie yen. Gorgeous. I think we go lower, but then I think we reverse. Again, GQE. GQE. Just keep saying it, because that's what's going to happen. These idiots have been standing on the sidelines for way too long. Geithner calls them every day. As far as the Europe, here's the euro dollar. Another doji. It's a boy. I'm more long Aussie Kiwi. Dollar Canada, I'm short. Ripped in my face the last freaking 10 minutes. London manufacturing PMI, big number. Hopefully it does stay above 50. If it doesn't, pound, you got a problem. Canadian GDP is supposed to be up 0.4 after last month's disgusting negative 0.2. You might get another negative number. Remember, these guys that make these estimates, who are they? Give me a break. Let's look at that, DC. Dollar Canada, it rallied a little bit too much. It was looking so gorgeous when the S&Ps were 1320 on the S&P. But, come a long way. Came in, ripped, killed the shorts. Now I think we look to reverse. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe GDP will be better. Not. Looking for up 0.4. I'm looking for like 0.2, 0.1. Disappointment. But you sell the spike. Dollar Canada is going to do one of its famous loony days, mañana. See. Non-farm payroll, 151,000 on the estimate. I don't think so. I look for 92,000. Correct. 9-2. Unemployment rate is supposed to be 8.1%. I think that ticks up. Enough already. Enough. So dollar Canada, I like that wick. I still like it short. Dollar Swiss. Doji. Screwed that up. It's still come a long way. 700 pips. And, Switzerland's not Europe. But this Euro Swiss just won't go down. Just won't. Euro yen? Oh, baby. Closing below 97. Holy crap. The BOJ is looking. They're out there. 100%. I'm calling for intervention in the next 24 hours. I don't know when. I don't know how much pain you're going to have to go through. I'm calling for intervention. It probably is going to be after non-farm payroll. Why would they intervene and then have it come in on selling pressure on a bad number? Why not intervene into a meltdown? Right? A freaking meltdown on a bad number. Oh, yeah. So on a bad number, if I'm right, close your eyes, start nibbling on the yens, which were very, very good to us. Thank you. So I may have another. Aussie yen also. I don't love the close. But again, I think we go lower in the yens. I'm not looking for a big reversal tonight. I'm not saying we're going to explode before non-farm payroll. We're going to be choppy. We'll be up 30, down 40. Euro might retest the lows, maybe even take out the lows by a couple of pips. I don't know. Look at the sterling. Oh, baby. Thank you, sir. I'm going to have another. Hopefully you did very well. El Cable. Thank you. Sterling looks terrible. Probably going lower. But the Aussie, the Kiwi, and the Loonie certainly kind of impressed me today. I mean, you look at this Aussie, took out the lows. But pretty much held. Up on the day. Go figure that, right? That's telling you something. And I think also the fact that pound Aussie, pound Kiwi, which were my biggest losers there, killed. What's up with that? Man, Asia, why didn't I take more off? This is not good. This is risk on. So if they're pound Aussie, they're selling. And we've come a long way. We're up 1,500 freaking pips. You get a stock market that rallies, holy crap. This baby's coming in. And this is a big reversal. 160 is your stop. Sell any strength. Big time. Pound Kiwi also. Another one. Killed. If it wasn't for those, I'd have a great day today. But still, terrible. They act horrible. Which is risk on. Which means the stock market is probably going up. Let me tell you something. S&Ps were collapsing and these things weren't exploding. They're telling us something. Right? Again, people, try my product. Follow me on Facebook, Voice of Forex. Follow me on YouTube, Voice of Forex. Kiwi won't go down. Won't go down. It's a doji. It's a boy. Looks like we're going up. But again, go home short over the weekend. Not back the truck up short, but something's going up in Syria. Something's going down. U.S. forces are planning for we're doing war games all over the Gulf. It just ended in Jordan, a massive military exercise, storming beaches, islands, Straits of Hormuz. Telling you, this thing's about to blow up in Syria. It's going to be Obama's undoing. It absolutely is going to be Obama's undoing. 100%. All right, that's it. Well, again, the yens, I think, are lower, probably. Oh, wait, my pound Swiss, look at that sterling yen. Oh, baby. Thank you, sir. I have another. Now, where's the 1 pound Swiss? I still love this thing short. I'm telling you, it's rolling over. I love it. I freaking love it. It's a blue horseshoe call. Say hello to 4850. Andrew Spanton. Who's your daddy? Oh, baby. Follow me on Twitter. Even though I thought we were going to collapse, DK saved the day. The only voice you'll ever need who truly loves to make you money. Info at globalfxllc.com. Have a great weekend. Get ready. Big week ahead. Bye-bye.